Hey everybody, Sean here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Mega Man 11, grabbing the Danger High Voltage achievement. This one's going to be done in Fuse Man's stage. It is to go through the entire stage without being damaged by the lightning emitters. They are going to be the main stage gimmick, so they start appearing once you get past the first screen. So run down the power line, killing all the enemies, and then make your way indoors. Once you're in here, they should start appearing. They look like this, basically these laser beam things that fall from the roof. So the first part's pretty easy. All you have to do is just pick two laser beams, stand between them, and make sure you take out the enemies before they get into your intersection. So just follow the lasers along at an appropriate speed, not too quick or else you are going to hit the laser in front of you, not too slow so the laser behind you doesn't get you. Drop down, use a charge shot, take out the bat, make sure you take out the drone guy before he gives us any trouble. Then you want to wait for the laser to turn and then you need to follow appropriately. There will be a dead spot here. You can stop and take out the enemy before it gets too close. Then wait for an opportune time to follow. Dead zone right here, make sure you take out this enemy and then wait and then follow this laser. Then there's a dead zone at the corner of this block. You want to wait until the coast is clear and watch out for the horizontal lasers. Quickly drop down, slide, and then you have this part where it's going to be a gauntlet of enemies, but there are no lasers here, so you could just focus on getting past this. I recommend using Blockman's weapon. It's a really great way of clearing oncoming hazards as well as the shield guys. Once you get to this screen, what you want to do is you want to count off the laser shots. You'll notice there are going to be 3 pulses of them. So what you need to do is you need to make sure you jump between the 3 pulses. So 3 pulses, jump. Then what you want to do is you want to wait on the block and then wait another 3 pulses. An enemy should come flying in once you land on the middle one. For that, all you have to do is just spam your buster and you should be safe. Make it across and then you should be in this part. Use Blockman's weapon to take out the enemy. Then what you want to do is you want to use the speed gear to get past these lasers. So you have to time it. So the timing is when both lasers are touching both platforms. Hit right bumper to use the speed gear and just get across. You want to wait here and then charge your speed gear back up. And then you have to do a similar thing for the next few lasers. So for this one, you want to wait till the laser is parallel to the other 2 platforms. Then you want to speed gear into the gap. And then same thing, wait till the lasers pass the 2 platforms and just speed gear your way to the ladder. Then you have a bunch of enemies coming from the wall. Don't worry about stopping and shooting. They are infinitely spawning. So just quickly get across until you get here. Use the speed gear once the laser touches the bottom block right here and then quickly make your way up. Once you're up here, you should be safe. Then for this part, you don't want to use the speed gear. You want to wait for an opportune time to slide. So make sure you slide when you see the gap of 2 in front of you. You should make it all the way through without taking a hit, and that's probably the hardest part of the run. We have one last room before the mini-boss. I recommend just using Blockman's weapon to clear out these guys. Keep in mind the mini-boss attacks using lasers, and if you get hit by said lasers, you will void the achievement. So I recommend using Bounce Man's weapon, and as soon as you hop into the room, you want to use the speed gear right away and keep firing Bounce Man's weapon. He should go down in about 2 or 3 hits, and thanks to the speed gear, you should be able to defeat him before he can throw out an attack. So just run to the next room. You can take this time to stock up, but keep in mind you need to be ready once you drop down because you want to hit the speed gear as soon as you touch the ground. So you can see a laser pop up right here. If you time the speed gear, you should be able to make it through this room without taking a hit. Then once you get to this room, you have a few bats you need to take care of. Just use the Blockman weapon and then make your way across. There's one more bat up here. Don't let him get you, but just make your way across. And then we have another set of lasers. So these ones shoot in a sequence of 4, so same as before. However, you can't take the time to hesitate since you have to make it across 2 blocks. So you want to let it fire off 4 pulses, and then you want to quickly jump and then jump again. So make sure you're ready to jump once you finish the pulse sequence. Then you have a dead zone in the middle. You can take this time to clear out the enemies, and then you have another sequence of 4, and then quickly make your way across. Then drop down the ladder. You have a bunch of enemies here. Just shoot them or tank through, and then just get to this side. You have this enemy. You can take him out very easily just using Blockman's weapon, and then just make your way up to the ladder, and then we have this part. So as soon as you enter the room, I recommend using the speed gear, and then you want to wait on this platform until you have enough clearance with this laser. So let the laser go by until it touches the top part, and then you can quickly make your way up here. There's a safe zone right here. Just wait here and let your speed gear cool down. So just wait till your bar is all good. Once you have full speed gear, now you have to time it, and you need to make it into the gap above you. So hit that speed gear when it's safe, so right about here. Wait for the laser to move out of the way, and just hunker down in this corner. Let the speed gear recharge, and then you want to aim for that upper platform so you can get another dead zone. So just wait for the lasers, wait for your speed gear to charge, and then just go up here, and then you can wait here. And then we have one more sequence that we need to do. So once again, let your speed gear charge up, and then you want to keep going up, and you should be able to make it. Easy peasy, as long as you take advantage of those few dead zones. With this room, as soon as you enter, just use the speed gear right away, and you should be able to get through. Then the boss room is actually right here, so just make it to the boss fight. Once it starts, you should be good for your achievement. There it is. It's going to be for 30 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.